Now, here on the Lateish Show, we love to introduce you to the most exciting new comedians, and tonight we have an absolute treat. So please raise the roof and make some noise for Mark Flynn.
Yeah, bring the energy right back down. It's not going to be like that. I know what you're thinking. Did they just find that geezer wandering around outside? Actually, it was a bus stop. I don't even know who that Mo geezer is. He said to me, I'm going to stick you in front of a load of people and the cameras, so smarten yourself up. So I did. But before he rudely interrupted me at the bus stop, I was telling the other passengers, when you get to my age, you start re-evaluating your life, don't you? There's certain things you've been thinking about for a long time that you wish you could have said when you were younger. It would have made your life easier. So at the grand old age of 54, a few months ago, I decided to come out. As disabled. I know. It's not as exciting as the other ones, is it? Definitely less sex. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure that's the disability. I'll do anything to get out of having sex. When you come out as anything, you feel like you have to tell people, don't you? I told my kids, I told my 14-year-old son. He listened to me, thought about it for a while, looked quite upset, looked like he was going to cry. And then he said, Dad, will that affect the Wi-Fi? What? That's all them fuckers care about, isn't it? I mean, to be fair to him, he has got a point. I've had a load of back operations, so I'm currently being held up with titanium scaffolding. And he thinks that interferes with the signal. He messaged me the other day and said, Dad, I'm not coming round your house no more. There's no point. I spend the entire time in my bedroom buffering. Oh, is that what they call it these days? I wonder where all the tissues were going. The hardest people to tell, as always in these situations, was my parents, because they're dead. To me. Because they're dead. That's the thing with parents, isn't it? You know, are they dead? Are they alive? Who knows? Until you knock on that door, they're like Schrodinger's parent. Anything could be going on in there, couldn't it? So recently, I went to the doctors because I've been having a really bad case. It's really hurting my knees. I've been having a really bad case of blue badge envy. You know what the blue badge is for the car? Yeah? You stick that thing on the dashboard, don't you? You can park it outside the station, on double yellow lines, upside down, set the fucker on fire, walk away. There's nothing they can do. But they won't give me a blue badge because I'm not disabled enough. So I went to the doctor and said, look, Doc, can you help me out? I've been trying to fill this form out online. He goes, what's the problem? I said, well, I'm filling it out online, and it says, if you can walk 50 metres away from your car, you're not entitled to the blue badge. He went, what's the problem? I said, well, I can't fucking walk back. I can't tell you how embarrassing it is getting an Uber back to your own car that's just there. So recently I decided to take my newfound disability onto the London Underground because they've got those 4 seats, haven't they? You've all seen those priority seats. It says for people that are less able to stand. I mean, I've been wanting to ask to sit in one of them seats for years. But, you know, I know you can wear one of them badges, can't you? I'm not sure what it says. I think it's something like, please mug me. But the thing is, they can give you no guidance. What does that mean? People are less able to stand. TfL fucked it up. They haven't given you any, like, there's no top trumps, is there, as to who wins. So what actually happens is us vulnerable people have to audition against each other for the right to sit in that seat. It's like the disabled X Factor. Or Britain's Got people that are a bit shit at standing. And the one with the best sob story wins the right to sit in that seat until the next stop, when someone more fucked up than you gets on. Just 10 stops later, there's a torso sitting there. Do you remember when the circle line used to go round and round? I was on there one night late, just a pair of ears. I tried to engage the geezer in conversation, but the poor fucker was deaf. And if you're wondering how I know that it was a geezer, it's because he was sitting with his ears really wide apart. Just like that. So anyway, to be honest with you, this has already been a lot of standing. And then there was the walk in. If I'd known this was going to be like the Olympics, I'd have told Mo to stick it up his arse. So I'm going back to my bus stop. I've been Mark Flynn. Good night.